long time no see. So just so you know, this little curve right here, if you're seeing it, it is my mirror for my tutorial, because otherwise I'm just gonna mess my makeup up because I just can't do makeup without a mirror, because that would be bad. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a kind of brown and silver gray smoky eye that I'm actually going to be doing for my friend's wedding on her bridesmaids in about 2 weeks from now, which is really exciting. So, to start off the tutorial, my face, I've already done my face makeup. I've got some stuff going on my cheek right now. Not happy about it, but hey, what you gotta do, part of life. But I did use my MAC Studio Fix foundation in N3, Makeup Forever Full Cover in 3. I also used my MAC Mineralized Blush in the color Dainty. It's a really nice pink. Hopefully I'm not blinding you guys, but... And then I used my favorite bronzer, the Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced, and this stuff just smells amazing. I love it. It's great. It looks good on someone as pale as me, so that works out really well. And then I just have a tiny little bit of eye makeup on because I had work this morning, so I just did really minimal. That's probably why it won't even show up on camera, but that's on there already. I did MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. I did Urban Decay's Naked Palette. Let's see what I used. I used Virgin and Sin on my eyes, and then I used Benefit's They're Real mascara. So that's all I have on my face right now. So I'm starting with a little bit on my face. I would have kind of done the same thing to start out this tutorial anyway. So if you are doing this tutorial, again, I used MAC's Paint Pot in the color Painterly. I used Urban Decay's Naked palette, and I used Virgin and Sin. And I did Virgin as my highlight color underneath my eyebrows. I did it in the inner corner of my eyes, and then I did Sin all over the lid. So, going on from there, I think I want to brighten up the color that I used for my inner corner and my highlight. So I'm going to use a new palette for me. Well, it's not really new anymore. I guess I got it for Christmas and it's already June. That went by fast, let me tell you. I got married and I graduated and I moved like 3 times. It's been ridiculous. But anyway, let's see if I can find out what color this is. It's one of their Christmas palettes, I believe, that they were selling. It's called Steps Pearls. And I'm just going to do that and overlay it over where I placed the Virgin. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip on in here, knock off any excess, and then just go in here and just really brighten this up. And don't worry, I'm going to blend later. I'm probably going to look a little crazy here in the beginning because everything's going to be super bright. But we're not going to worry about that. The look that I'm going for is very bright inner eye, and then just kind of smokier as we get out. So it will work perfectly for what we're doing. And yes, in real life this is really shiny, so it's kind of freaking me out. But I know I'm going to blend it out, so I'm not too freaked. Then next, it kind of does this gradient effect where it just gets darker and darker. And I'm noticing that there are starting to be a little bit of browns and pinks in there. So again, I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to use a slightly darker pink color than Sin. Well, I don't know if it's darker. Let's see. Sin actually might be darker. So I'm going to go back in with Sin again and just double up on my application of Sin on top. I'm just going to go in with a flat little brush here. And just layer over that again here in the center area of the eye. And it's not bad to layer, it really isn't, because then it makes your colors more vibrant. Okay, and now the next color is going to be kind of a darker brown. I think I'm going to go back to that Tarte palette again. I'm just kind of winging it today, guys. I don't really have a plan. It's going to turn out how it's going to turn out, and it's going to be fun. So I think I'm going to go in and use a dark brown. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. It's gonna come out really, really dark. But as I blend it, I believe it will get better and not be quite so dark. And I'm just gonna kind of go right out here in the very outer corner. Okay. And then, now that I did that, I'm gonna go in and blend so that we can lighten up that really dark brown that we just put in there. And don't be afraid to just blend for a long time, because the longer you blend, the more seamlessly your colors are going to just, well, I guess blend together, huh? Great word usage. Don't be concerned if you look ridiculous, because I can almost guarantee I'm making faces at you all the time while I'm doing my makeup. Okay, now that the blending is done, I'm gonna go in with a more kind of, I don't know, butterscotchy brown. It's that color right here. And I'm gonna get a little bit of that on my brush. And I'm gonna layer it right in here, kind of in between where I put the sin and that dark brown. Okay, like that. And now we're gonna go in with a gray. I'm gonna use this hooded brush because I want to be a little more precise, and I'm gonna use one of my MAC eyeshadows in Print, and that's just kind of a charcoal gray color. And I'm gonna put that in out here and just kind of make a V shape out here. I don't know if you can really see it, but I made a V using my crease and my inner corner. Okay. And now that I've done that, I'm going to go in and blend again. Gotten this blended back in together, I'm noticing it looks a little darker than I'm wanting it to, so I'm going to go back in with that original highlight color I used, and I'm going to just brighten it up again, because with that addition on the outside it just got a little darker than I wanted it to. So we're just gonna go right on in and brighten it up. Yep. And again, go in and blend. This is going to be a lot of blending in this look, mainly because as you're layering eyeshadows, where did I put my blending brush? Mainly because as you're blending eyeshadows, you just want them all to flow seamlessly. You want your look to not look ridiculous. So you just have to go over and over it multiple times, and don't be afraid to blend. As I said earlier, it makes the look so much better if you spend time actually blending and working on your eyes and making it look the way that you want it to. Okay, now that that's a little brighter, we're going to move on to eyeliner. And I'm basing this off of a photo, by the way, so if you keep seeing me look down, that would be why. I'm also looking at myself in the mirror. In this look, she has kind of a white or nude liner in her waterline. And I'm not a fan of white liner because just on me, it looks a little silly since I'm so pale. You'd think it wouldn't, but it does. So I'm just going to use this flesh toned eyeliner from Palladio. It's called In the Buff. So pretty easy name. It's a nude color. And I'm just going to tug this down just very lightly and start in the center and work my way kind of both ways on the eye and just run this liner in there. And you can see already, do you see the difference between my two eyes? I can definitely see a difference. I don't know if you can, but there is a definite difference between the two eyes. And now that that's really, really bright, you can just pat it out a little bit. That's what I like to do because sometimes there's just way too much of that stuff on there for me. Okay, and it gives you that really, really bright under-eyed look. And most people won't notice it, I don't think, if you keep it fairly nude, which is what I was going to say, but that doesn't make any sense because it is nude. Okay, so after that, we're going to go in with a black eyeliner. I'm going to use this one. It's the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. This is just a little sample that I got, so I figured, hey, let's try this out. Let's see how it goes. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take it and do my lower lashes just a little bit. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to pull my eye on just a little bit because I like having it taut, and I'm going to do it outside of the waterline. And we're just going to go about, I'd say, halfway in. And really, you don't really need to see it too much. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I just kind of filled in my lash line just a little bit. Not a ton, just to the point where when we put some mascara on, there's going to be a little extra definition in that area. And now looking at it, I think I'm going to go in with that kind of butterscotch brown that I used earlier and put a little bit of that right along in underneath where I just put that eyeliner. Okay. And blend it in a little bit. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to go up to my upper lashes, and since I do have mascara on already, at least a little bit of it, my lashes look a little fuller. But for this look, I would probably suggest going in and tight lining your eyes, at least on the outer corner, just to make sure that you get that really, really full lash effect. Now on this look, there is a cat eye, and the cat eye is kind of covered by fake lashes, but I'm not going to be doing fake lashes, so I'm just going to do the cat eye, and it's going to look great. And for cat eye, I just use a liquid liner. And I go in and start in the middle of the eye and go towards the outer portion. Your winged eyeliner done. Ooh, that makes them look big. Anyway, now you want to go in and just do your whatever you want for your lashes. And since I already have some mascara on, I'm going to use the falsies because I know that's just going to give me a really nice winged effect. And I'm just going to go in and wing those babies out. I don't want any clumping, so I'm just going to brush up and through as well. there we go. That's the eye look. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it's not too hard to recreate. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye!